estás para saberlo y yo para contarlo. El sabor de la derrota, tú vas a probarlo.
Gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. I give you instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. And good, clean fight here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Shake hands, guys.
Well, that was a slip, a drop,
and possibly a kick.
a fly into the air and fall. That was amazing.
From Ghana, West Africa, please welcome Eric the Buffalo Udamasi. Weighing 9 at 9 stone 4 pounds 5 ounces. He's from
Nigga, my gun go off. You see the barrel turning, you feel the hose burning. Nigga, now you learning. Nigga, my
Whoa, Monty Barrett not hanging around. And maybe he should have taken his time and thought about that ring entrance, because it was a slip and a stumble and a tumble from the man they called Two Guns, who's given us the full Monty this week.
Now have the head-to-head.
Save it for tomorrow.
It's all part of the Eubank show, but Junior, he knows what it's all about. He knows how to fight. He's done his pedigree. He's done his apprentice, so he knows what's needed tomorrow night. And in against Spike O'Sullivan, he's got a task ahead of him that I feel is going to win. But I think Spike O'Sullivan now, I can't concentrate. Chris is dancing. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Aside from the Chris Eubank Senior show, fortunately, Spike O'Sullivan has got fully undressed.
I'm sorry. I didn't need you to switch, man. You should have stood in your side. You should have stood in your own side. I had perfectly aimed.
You need to cool out.
Yeah, you need to cool out.
He's now here facing the best fighter, the top fighter in the sport today. And he's excited about it. He's ready for it. I mean, whoever thought that Leicester City, who was 5,000 to 1, win the UEFA Cup. Whoever thought that Muhammad Ali can knock out George Foreman, win the UEFA Cup. Whoever thought that
he can be hurt. Doesn't take the biggest shot. There's an overhand right. He's gone down. He's there with the right hand. And I don't know if he can recover from this. Meanwhile, look at Ty on the other side. He fell over the rings up to 4 and 5. With the right hand. And I don't know if he can recover from this. Meanwhile, look at Ty on the other side. He fell over the rings up to 4 and 5.
It was Eubank who first popularised the vaulted ring entrance, and Prince Nassim Hamid turned it into a spectacular showpiece. But here we have proof that Naz had takeoff and landing problems along the way.
Also joining our broadcast team tonight, a man who had a long and distinguished career as a ring judge, over 3,000 fights judged, 132 of those were world championship matches. And Chuck Giampa will join us tonight to give us special insights. And Chuck, tell our viewers a little bit about what you're going to be doing on this broadcast tonight.
Thank you, Al. Tonight I will be taking you inside the mind of a judge. Tonight I'll be taking you inside the mind of a judge. Yeah, shit.
All right, so Chuck will be joining us tonight to add his insights on the judging, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about that later.
Algieri lands his right across the top. Let's go to the corner of Chris Algieri, where Max Kellerman is ready to talk to Tim Lane about the game plan and what's happening now. Max?
Tim, we're talking a lot about the game plan in the corner. We heard you after 2 rounds tell him 2 more of those. And then what was the game plan coming in?
Keep the distance. Keep the distance.
jab on him, let him get tired. He's getting tired, he's reaching.
Was there an idea that after 4 rounds something changes?
Yep.
What was going to change?
I'll tell you after. He's gonna put him to sleep here in a few minutes. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go in one more round. I got him in the cage right now. Let him out the cage.
The plan is to have Algieri knock Pacquiao out.
Yes, but I still got him in the cage. He listens to me very well. I'm gonna let him loose in another round or so.
Round 10?
Round 10 or 11, I'm gonna let him go.
Well, that's gonna make it difficult for the plan to materialize, because there's a question now as to whether Algieri will be able to survive that shot, which was a monster left hand, a sensational straight left cross by Manny Pacquiao that put Algieri on his back.
It's Pacquiao who's out of his cage.
Yeah.
Well, certainly the strangest prize fighter final of the 19 we've had so far. Jimmy Willis out of the ring and might be hurt. That was a nasty fall just in front of our monitors at ringside. He actually went onto a cameraman, but he's got straight back in the ring. There's a bump on his head. You just never know what's going to happen next in this sport.
You certainly don't. The cameraman's took an 8th count. It was probably in the 30 years I've been in boxing, the strangest thing I've seen. And we've seen a few strange things over the years.
Introducing first in the red corner to my right, wearing the blue trunks, white trim, he weighs 177 pounds. He is making his professional debut from Shelby, North Carolina, Brian Sutherland.
And his opponent making his pro debut, Brian Sutherland from Shelby, North Carolina, in the blue trunks.
And Brian Sutherland knows nothing about boxing. He comes to this, he got into boxing because he was a street fighter, and he figured might as well get paid for boxing or for fighting. And you can see the way he's throwing his punches, no form at all.
Turned pro with a 3rd round knockout over Aaron Nance last November, and gets the right hand, and that stuns. Brian Sutherland is down, and that's it. Referee Chester Como retrieves the mouthpiece, stops the fight.
Let the doctor look at him.
Well, this man
Let the doctor look
had
at
no
him.
business. Brian Sutherland had no business in the boxing ring. Brian Sutherland didn't even know how to throw a punch, and here's what happens when you get in there with a real professional. The overhand right, that's all she wrote.